Okay, so I wanted to just do a sit down video talking through my experience of creating my business and just kind of talking about the raw parts of it. And it's only going to be a quick video. But I just want people to understand what business actually is, what it involves, what it takes. Um, and by all means, I'm no professional. I'm still learning, I'm still building. I think whatever point I get to in my life, I'm always going to be learning, I'm always going to be building and adapting. But first of all, I just want to say I think people misunderstand business. I think people think not that it's a lot easier, or maybe this is just me, but I'm talking from my experience. But I think people think it's a lot easier than it is. I think people think they can just solve a problem or they have a skill and they can go sell it. And by all means, that is the basics of business. The basics of business is having a skill or solving a problem and selling the hell out of it. That is the core main ship of a business. And especially if you're in the space that I'm in, kind of in the info, whatever you want to call it, the info, the mentorship, that side of business, it's very, you have a skill, you have a solution to a problem and you can sell it. Now that is the core, like I said, but the actual levels that go into that, from going from idea to success, or idea to even 10k a month or to 100k a month, that gap, the levels that you have to do in that gap, you won't even realize the hardship it takes. You won't even realize the level of the game until you're in it. Like I kind of described to you. So like there's multiple things that you need to do before you think you can create a business. You need to learn about yourself, because you have to realize there's a lot of down days. There's more down days than there are good days when you're building. And if you don't know about yourself, if you don't know how to control your emotions, if you don't know how to control your thoughts, preserve your energy before getting into a business, then you won't survive. And that's why people quit. People are too premature to create a business. People are too, I don't know if premature is the right word, but people are too early in their careers to be creating a business. And I've learned this firsthand. And you have to learn about yourself. You have to read books. You have to spend time taking notes, journaling, meditating, analyzing other people in the industries, everything like that. You have to do before you create a business, because you just won't know how to deal with the hard days. And 70-80% of the days are hard days. They're shit days, and they're days you still have to work. You have to get your shit done. Today, I didn't want to create a YouTube video, and it's not like I'm forcing myself, but I'm just speaking my mind. And you just have to get it done. And if you don't know how to do that before getting into a business, you won't be successful, and you'll be part of that 99% that just quits. Second of all, as well, you have to have confidence in yourself. If you're not confident, if it's from the way you look, the way you think, the way you talk to people, the way you socialize, the way you communicate, if you're not confident in any of these things, you will not be ready. Because you have to have the utmost confidence in yourself to keep going. All the time, you're going to get people saying, but loads of people are doing this, or you're not going to be able to tap into that industry, or you're not going to be able to produce those numbers, or you're never going to get a client. And you're going to get all that backlash. And every now and then you may have a good friend that goes, I believe in you, like you can do this. But the bad comments just get to you. They always do. Or you can have 1,000 good comments, but that one bad comment will get to you. And in that, you have to have confidence in yourself, because no one else is going to have confidence for you. You may have one or two friends that believe in you or say they believe in you, but in your mind, that won't matter. Everyone, especially the entrepreneurs, are always so self-doubtful. They're always so harsh on themselves, and you have to be harsh on yourself. You have to analyze every step you take, every thing you do. You have to analyze it in the harshest ways possible, because that's how you grow. But you have to have confidence in yourself, because no one else is going to have confidence in yourself. You have to believe on those hard days, you're like, I can still do this. I'm going to achieve my goal, whatever it takes. Even if I don't produce the best work I can for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and I'm not in the best mood, or I haven't slept well, you have to have the confidence in yourself that you can keep going, that you can create the thing that you want to create, because it is so possible. It is so possible. But you just won't have that level of belief if you're not confident in yourself. Now, another thing you have to realize when you get into business is you have to be self-critical. You have to analyze every single thing you do, every single day, every single decision you make. You have to be self-critical and you have to analyze everything. If something went well, you don't just skip past it. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be from the business. It could be your football game. It could be your 9 to 5, how you worked in your 9 to 5. It could be the way you spoke to someone. Analyze everything you do, if it's good or bad, and rip it apart and see where you could have improved, see where you went wrong. And that technique, that mindset will help you so much in business, because you have to make a lot of decisions in business, especially in the early days. It's all you. 100% of decisions are all you until you get to the, depending what business you are in, if you're in the info space, when you get to 20, 30K a month, you have to start getting other people in to take more responsibilities, and then the responsibility goes over to them. But for the start, from that 0 to 10 to 20K a month, it's all you. 100% of decisions are all you. And you have to be the boss of those decisions. You have to be the pro at each of those things. Yes, you can kind of offload things to other people and not employ them, but you have to make that decision and you have to analyze if that's the right decision to do. So literally everything, the videos you make, the clients you message, the type of message you send to your clients, the outreach, be analytical, be self-critical for every decision you make, because that's how you're going to succeed. Because a lot of people just guide through it. A lot of people just go, make the decision and boom, they've done the decision, or post a video, boom, they've posted a video. Even if it's done well, even if it's done bad, they don't view why it's done well, they don't view why it's done bad. If you make a decision in the business, if you message a client and they may not respond or they leave you, analyze why that happened. And if you do that, if you analyze everything, you realize everything that happens, good or bad, is a lesson. If you lose a client and you're not analyzing everything, your confidence will drop, because you go, I've lost a client, I've made a mistake. But the minute you analyze it, you realize losing that client is a lesson. That's the price you pay to learn, and you don't make that mistake again. So I would say those things are the biggest things I've learned creating a business. And the first one is so important. It's just, if you aren't ready in yourself, if you're not that type of person to create a business yet, don't do it. Learn about yourself first before you go straight in, before you try and solve a problem, before you try and make a skill or learn a skill. By all means, learn a skill, try and solve a problem, but don't try and sell it until you have at least got all those three characteristics. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, because I think in our generation, with our social media and everything going on, I think a lot of people misunderstand how hard it is creating a business, because it will take years. It ain't 6 months, it's not even a year. It takes years to be successful. You may get lucky, but you can't rush greatness. Greatness comes with longevity. You have to be patient. You have to be willing to wait a long time. And the only way you do that is by so much self-belief. So, yeah, I just wanted to speak my mind. If you find it helpful, then I'm glad. But, yeah, I believe in every single one of you watching this video. And I know you can make it.